veteran of over 200 films as a hero.
Rajkumar sir.
Correct. Super. Who am I? I'm a prince.
One second, I just lifted my hand, okay?
Correct, sir. 2 points. You're in the lead. Vikram sir in the lead. Bali Dabbadev. I'm a prince to a king who is an actor.
Sorry?
I'm a prince to a king who is an actor. I debuted as an actor in 1990. Screen name I got in the year 1999 is my current first name.
Chia Victor.
Who said the answer?
You can't ask questions about us.
Karthi sir. So the next, 2 more questions. I'm a goodwill ambassador of PETA and Animal Now.
No, but I lifted my hand with a sound.
Yeah. Who?
You. You're sitting next to her.
Correct.
I wish the exam questions were as easy as
What is this, yeah? And she's actually looking at her. I'm the goodwill ambassador of.
Okay, I'll not see anyone now. I'm a prince to a king who is an editor turned producer. I debuted as a child actor in a Telugu film.
Yeah.
State your own.
Yeah.
Actually,
What?
Yeah, it's
Hello, you did lift your hand.
No. Okay, I'm not answering this question. I'm clarifying something. My debut was Tamil movie actually.
Yeah.
After that, I did
Yeah.
a child.
So it's not him.
It's not him, it's
It's
someone
actually
else.
Silambaras.
Sue that Wikipedia.
Because his father's also an editor, no? Everything's.
No, but that's the right answer.
No, but Silambarasan is the answer.
What's the?
1 mark minus. 1 mark.
Why are you getting angry? He's the one who corrected you. He said, I'm not Telugu.
Sorry.
Holy Barman, Bobby and Salman ಆಗಿರುವಂತಹ the very dashing Jayam Ravi sir in front of the stage, please. Please have your seat. Thank you so much. ಏನು ನಮ್ಮ PS ಸಿನಿಮಾದ ಒಂದಿಯ ದೇವನ್ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಬ್ಬ ಹುಡುಗಿಯರ ಕ್ರಶ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಖಂಡಿತವಾಗಿಯೂ ತಪ್ಪಾಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಕಾರ್ತಿ ಸರ್, ಪ್ಲೀಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಯು ಸೀಟ್. ಏನು ದ ಗಾರ್ಜಿಯಸ್ ರಾಜಕುಮಾರಿ ಕೊಂದವೈ ಅವರು ಕೂಡ ನಮ್ಮ ಜೊತೆ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ದ ಬ್ಯೂಟಿಫುಲ್ ತ್ರಿಷಾ ಕೃಷ್ಣನ್, ಪ್ಲೀಸ್. ಏನು ಸೌತ್ ಇಂಡಸ್ಟ್ರಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಬ್ಬರು ಕೂಡ ಗೊತ್ತು, ತುಂಬಾನೇ ವರ್ಸಟೈಲ್ ಆಕ್ಟರ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಇವರನ್ನ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಕೂಡ ನಾವು ಗುರುತಿಸ್ತೀವಿ. ನಮ್ಮ ವೆರಿ ಚಾರ್ಮಿಂಗ್ ಚಿಯಾನ್ ವಿಕ್ರಮ್ ಸರ್. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಆಲ್ ಅ ವಾರ್ಮ್ ವೆಲ್ಕಮ್ ಟು ನಮ್ಮ ಬೆಂಗಳೂರು. ಇಡೀ ತಂಡಕ್ಕೆ ಶುಭಾಶಯಗಳನ್ನ ಕೋರ್ತಾ ಇದೇ ಏಪ್ರಿಲ್ 28ರಂದು ನಮ್ಮ ಪೊನ್ನಿಯಿನ್ ಸೆಲ್ವನ್ನ ಸಿನಿಮಾ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ 2 ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮುಂದೆ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ತೆರೆ ಮೇಲೆ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಏಪ್ರಿಲ್ 28ಕ್ಕೆ ಸಂಪೂರ್ಣವಾಗಿ ಸಿನಿಮಾವನ್ನ ನೋಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಸದ್ಯಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು PS2 ನ ಟ್ರೈಲರ್ ಅನ್ನ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬರೋಣ.
Stands little different because of her hairstyle, the accessories she uses, and even in Karnataka, a lot of females got a photo shoot done with the same look, and it was trending and viral as well. So my question is, how did you personally enjoy, and did you do any research as such about the look of Kundavai? So what do you have to say on this?
I didn't have to do any research because day one when I walked into Mani sir's office, there was a whole load of researching that was already taking place and had been done. And Eka and her team, I mean, I have to credit them for the look, for working hard. And we worked for 6 months prior to filming. And so we had enough of time to experiment. I mean, the bun, I think, took about 3 months to, fix because we didn't know how to do it. And
Not every day, just the idea.
Just the idea, yeah. Once we fixed it, it was fine. No. But it took 3 months to get that. We tried a small bun, it wouldn't sit, and then medium, and then large. And we've used different sizes. Like for a coronation scene, Sir wanted a little more of a queen look, a princess look. And for like the romantic scenes, he wanted a shorter bun, so it was very challenging. And like you said, I mean, so many people have played princesses, but this is so special to me because I loved playing dress up. It was fun. and it touched me beyond anything when I saw so many people, starting from like children to adults, posting reels to me, tagging me. I mean, I'm just wondering. I was like cribbing here and there because we were shooting. I'm like, these people just did it just because they loved the role and they wanted to like show it to me. So it's definitely one of my top 5 most favorite characters I've played.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. I have to say one of my top 5, no?
Yeah, hi. This is actually Jemima here, and this is for all of you. My question is that these are all literary characters, and what was your point of reference? I mean, like you were saying that before you walked in, every research was done. But in terms of approaching the character, for instance, did you read anything else other than Kalki? I mean, did Kalki's Ponniyin Selvan, or did you read Ponniyin Selvan at that point, or before? All of you actually. At what point did you want, like you were saying that you wanted to play Karigalan Vikram. So at what point did you...
For me, it's like, when I was young, I heard stories, I hadn't read it then. I was always fascinated with Karigalan. I was under the impression that he burnt his leg. Kari is coal and Kal is leg. So as a child, I used to think he burnt his leg, and that's why they call him Karigalan. So he's a tough guy. So I started thinking I want to be him. So later I got to know that's not the story. And my mother used to narrate the story to me. And then later when I was doing this, when Manisha approached me, all of us, I think we all read the book, and once you read the book, you kind of understand. It's like you envision something, like anyone. I mean, all of you all will have, like let's say there are about 100 people here. If you read the story, you'll have 100 different versions of Aditya Karigalan. You understand? So like that, I had a version, Manisha had a vision. And always you judge the director. His decision is final. So he had this vision, and mine kind of was in sync with that. And we worked towards that. And the difficult part was, the language we speak, we didn't want to speak archaic Tamil which no one understood. At the same time, we can't speak normal Tamil. So we spoke something midway, but the idea is it was still Sen Tamil. It's not the Tamil we speak. It is proper chase Tamil. But the idea was to speak it like, you would say, hi, just get me that stuff, keep it here. What are you doing? I'll meet you later. That was the way we say. It's not, hey, what are you doing? Sit down. So that was the problem I felt. I think most of the actors must have felt. Trying to be normal with that language, wearing that outfit. It's very difficult actually at being a prince or a princess, wearing armor or wearing jewelry, doing your hair, and then going and performing. There is a different body language. Like there's this particular scene where I had to walk and come. I thought I did a great job. Manisha said one more. And they said, can I see the monitor? I normally don't see the monitor. I saw it and I was like walking like some guy out of college. Like it was not princely at all. Then I realized, okay, I have to change my walk. So there is something there, and the director was always there to guide us through that. And I think that's how from my point of view.
Did you guys read anything else other than that to sort of like get into the region and the history of the fashion?
Of course, you have to read the book multiple times.
Not just anything else.
I'm answering your question. So for me, the difficulty was, it's a 3,000-page book which is compressed into a 300-page script. So, for example, Vandiyathevan meets Kundabai multiple times before they can speak to each other. But whereas in the movie, I'm meeting her only once. But all that has been written so far in the book has to be transpired in that one meeting. So unless you read the book and take in all that Vandiyathevan carries all through, you cannot represent the right Vandiyathevan. So I had to go back to the book and not just stick to the script. I had to go back and read the scene from the book once and again on the script and then come to the scene. So Manisha, the first thing, if I raise my voice, he would say, did you read the book or the script? He would say. He said, stop reading the book. You have to stick to the script. So then, since my character is the only person who's traveling through the kingdom and is meeting everybody else, I somehow felt I had to understand a common man's point of view in 10th century. There are no accounts of common lives anywhere in history. So I had to read travelogues. I had to read Silappatikaram where there are accounts of common man's lives. For example, there is one reference where Kovalan and Kannagi, if you read the book, Kovalan and Kannagi, they go from Punduhar to Madurai in search of a livelihood. And they're crossing a river. Just before they cross the river, there is an account, because it's written in 4th century, there is an account where they say people stand and pray to the river before they cross it. Because river was the life source for everybody. And that one thing stuck to my mind, and when we were shooting the song, I told this to Mani sir and he made me do that. So there were a lot of references from history and poetry also to prepare for this character. That's my effort. I don't know how successful I was in bringing it on screen, but I did read through a lot of it.
Hi sir. Sir, this is Madan from TV9 Digital. I would like to know that what were the reactions you received when PS1 released from the younger generation audience, because they usually think that history is boring when we study, you know. So for me, this film, these kind of films matters because they pass the information to the next generation. So on this aspect, what kind of reactions you received?
I think the craziest crowd was the younger generation in the theatre, and the very old people who've never been to theatres for almost 20 years or 30 years. They came in wheelchairs and were carried into the theatre. They were the ones. And you see if you just check on YouTube, see any of the reviews or reactions, it's all the younger generation who's saying, superb, we love this is the kind of thing, history and blah blah. I don't think they go to a history class, but they definitely went to the theatre. Manisha made sure that with the popcorn and the Coke, they also had a very good film to watch, and they learned their history.
And in fact, there's so many tours organized in Tamil Nadu where there is an entire journey from Chennai to all the way to where only
Remember from Bangalore one?
There's so many bikers
from
who came to just explore the path to see where this story happened. Now, people have been exploring it. There are so many historical tours happening now, and people are very, very interested to know more about the history. See, this film is only a fiction based on history, but this has created so much interest around the history of the entire India, I would say. People have started taking more interest in history because so much of history we don't know. We don't read about it, but there is fascinating information there.
Hey, welcome, sir. Such few Kannada actors also associate with this movie, like Prakash Rai, Kishore, and Aishwarya Rai. Can you throw a few words on them?
Shalom. He's a good friend of all of us. He's a great actor to work with always, and I think his character, I love the scenes with him and Trisha. I think he's already done Gilly with you as, that he was the pair. There's another one where he's the father, no? No, but as a father, but in this, I felt the relationship between you and him was very different because he's ailing, he's not well, and she is someone who's like a son in their relationship. Regarding Kishore, I think is one of those very talented actors who's been, I like not just him as an actor, he's very intense, but he's also someone who's into green earth and into farming and agriculture, and he's someone I've spoken on. I've not had any scenes with him as such, but when I did meet him, I told him I'm very interested in what you're doing, and I think he's a very, very intense actor and he's good. Aishwarya Rai, I think all of you know, right? And she's great to work with, and I think you'll love her in this film. You'll love her or you'll hate her, but you can't ignore her.
Hey, another good, right? First of all, thank you so much for accepting these roles, right? You are new heroes of old memories and identity and representative of the old memories. So first of all, thanks for myself and Sudhir for accepting these roles, right? And then the next question is, since when you traveling long to this PS1 and PS2, right? And I know Big Film, but you are charming voice, right? So this is a history film, right? So always little serious and also little fun, right? So since you have to change your scope and everything.
ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಬ್ಬರ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಅದು ದೃಶ್ಯ ಮೇಡಮ್ ಮಾತ್ರ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕಾಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಯಾವ ಹುಡುಗಿ ಆದ್ರೂ ಸರಿ ಎಲ್ಲರ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಫ್ಲರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡುವಂತಹ ನಮ್ಮ ವಂದಿಯಾ ದೇವನ್ ಸರ್, ಕಾರ್ತಿ ಸರ್, ಪ್ಲೀಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ದಿಸ್. ಇನ್ನು ನಮ್ಮ ಕೊಂದವೈ ರಾಜಕುಮಾರಿ, ದ ಗಾರ್ಜಿಯಸ್ ತ್ರಿಷಾ ಕೃಷ್ಣನ್ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್, ಪ್ಲೀಸ್ ಜಾಯಿನ್ us onto the dais. ಇನ್ನು ನಮ್ಮ ಆದಿತ್ಯ ಕರಿಕಾಲನವರನ್ನ ವೇದಿಕೆ ಮೇಲೆ ಕರೆಯುವಂತಹ ಸಮಯ. ಚಿಯಾಂದ್ರ ವಿಕ್ರಮ್ ಸರ್, ಪ್ಲೀಸ್ ಜಾಯಿನ್ us onto the dais. First of all, once again, a hearty welcome to Namma Bengaluru. We are really more than glad to meet you, and we are eagerly waiting for PS2 as well, because there are so many unanswered questions, there are so many confusions after watching the PS1, so we are really waiting for this. Now we'll start the question and answer round. with the press media. Okay, ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆಗಳು ಶುರುವಾಗಲಿ ಪ್ಲೀಸ್.
Doctor, namaskara. Just want to say big hi and ரொம்ப thanks. ஒரு தடவை கிடைச்ச அந்த வரவேற்புக்கு Ravi want to say something.
Namaskar. Namaskar. So happy to see all of you. Thanks for coming. Thanks.
Namaskar.
Ellarku namaskara. I got it from them. Thank you so much for coming, supporting us all through PS1, and I hope you do the same for PS2. It's so good to see all of you all here. Thank you.
That's so sweet. Thank you so much.
Vikram, hi, good evening. Here, towards you. Hi, I'm Vivek from the Hindu newspaper. So, somebody who's based in Bangalore, we get to interact with you in these kind of events. So, pardon me for the long question. Firstly,
Come here just for that.
Yeah.
That's longest possible.
Yeah, so this is a two-part question, one related to PS2, after Ramanan till PS1 and 2. Can you talk about your association with Mani Ratnam? And also, like she said, a lot of unanswered question and the face-off between you and Aishwarya Rai is something that's very exciting for us. So, working with her, how was it? Can you explain both of them?
Thank you. I hope my answer is not as long, but that's a sweet question. Mani sir, I think all of us on stage here also will agree with me. I think he brings out the best in us. He makes us explore what is inside us, and there are sometimes some emotions and some characteristics that even we don't know we possess. We make sure that comes out when we do the characters. And nobody handles love the way he does. Nobody makes songs the way he does. So it's always been my dream to be in his film. I had said earlier the last time that I want to be introduced on a bike, the first shot and glares and stuff. And instead I got introduced on a horse, I think, which is even better. And in a Mani Ratnam film with romance, though I don't, it's unrequited love in both films, but I think he's a master at this and it's so beautiful to work with him. And I itself, you decided, let's do something big. That is a vision, and I think that worked. Kantara, on the other hand, was this dark horse that is a good film. You didn't realize like how good it's going to go, but every state celebrated. Like I said earlier in Tamil, we loved that film. I loved especially the last 20 minutes, like hats off to Rishabh and the team. It was beautiful. We love your films, and I think all of us would love to work in your films. I'm open to that. All of us are open, and like Trisha said, there's no language. We all, it's the same.
I think it's a new wave. They're rocking everywhere. I think would say start from Lucia, U-turn, then Garuda Gamna. I think all these films have been fabulous. They're completely redefining Kannada cinema, or the opinion about Kannada cinema. The performances are fantastic. The visual, like even Vikrant, the visuals were so good. You wonder where are these people so far? Now, suddenly everybody is doing fantastic work, and one after the other they're coming up with, it's just not one film and it went away. Kannada cinema is bringing with great films one after the other. I met Rishabh 2 days back. He said the part 2 is already, the prequel is already started. So I think they're doing a great job, and we're very proud. We're all very proud of that.
Can I also witness what I noticed? I would say KGF broke the language barrier in India. Kantara broke the religious barrier. I thought belief is the religion. I really thought. What I noticed. And to add on to that, not only Kannada movie, RRR is going global now, So everything is being broken. There's one entity which I can see, and it is beautiful. And India is heading to that beautiful space where every one of us is going to be noticed globally, and Kannada cinema has contributed too much to that. Hats off to that, and I would like to act in a Kannada movie thing.
Thank you so much.
And I'm sorry to add on to that. The love that you shared for PS1, the press and media, you came to Chennai, you gave us so much love and supported us. And for PS2, I heard you guys arrived there and there was some mishap. As a team, we would like to say sorry for that. in spite of that, you are here to support us and to show your love. That shows your nature. Hats off to you all. And please keep supporting us. Thank you so much.